Yo, what's going on guys? It's Ali from the Source Park, back here for another skateboarding tutorial, and today we're going to learn how to do a frontside 180. So there's two things you need to be comfortable with when you're trying a frontside 180, and that's doing an ollie. You need to be comfortable at doing an ollie, and you need to be able to turn frontside. It doesn't have to be like a full 180 turn, but just going around like in a circle frontside. So frontside is where you're turning that way. So you're turning the direction of your back. So your front side is facing outwards. So you're turning like this. So that's what you need to get comfortable with. Just going around in a frontside motion and just getting that turn. Maybe even trying just like a full frontside kick turn. So you're going to turn all the way around like that. So you're actually doing like the 180 motion without the ollie. To help you spin and get the board round to get the full 180 turn, you need to be putting all your force into it. So it's your whole body that's doing it, not just your shoulders, not just your legs, not just your feet, everything at once. And it normally starts from the top down. So you're going to be on your board, and just as you're about to spin, you're going to be kind of pulling yourself in the opposite direction of the way you're going to be turning. So I'm winding up this way, ready to like release myself that way and throw my weight. So say you're about to turn, so it's like your head and then your shoulders that are following. And then you're lifting the board, and then it's your hips, your legs and your feet that are following. I've seen a lot of people when they're trying 180s, they're only concentrating on their legs. So the board does the 180 and then they're still kind of like this. And it's just awkward. So make sure you're throwing your whole body with your turning. Once you've done a load of frontside kick turns and you feel comfortable doing those, the next thing to do is just try and add an ollie like into the turn. Even if you're not doing a 180, just try and do like an ollie and just turn your board, you know, just see if you can get a little bit of spin on it. The foot positioning for a 180 is the same as an ollie. It's exactly the same. You're just going to have your feet just in an ollie position, just like your kind of toes on the board, ready to snap on that tail. But I've seen so many people that do 180s and they all do them differently, you know. I've said this in every tutorial. Put your feet in a load of positions and just work out what works for you. Sometimes when I'm doing like a 180 down like a stair set or a drop or something like that, I'll have my toes hanging off here a bit more because by the time I've gotten round and to the end of the drop, my foot's kind of slid back a little bit. So if you have your foot in the ollie position, sometimes you can land and your heel will be like on the floor like this. So yeah, just have a play about with it and see what feels comfortable for you and just see what's giving you the best results. Just practice this one stationary first. Just standing still on some concrete, or you can put your skateboard on grass or take your wheels off, whatever. Just practice it standing still first and just see if you can get that 180 turn. Another thing you're going to have to be ready for is landing in switch as well. So when you actually do a 180 moving along, you're going to be rolling in switch. So even if you can't push switch or anything like that, maybe just ride your board switch a couple times just so you're actually ready for the landing. Because when you come out of that 180, you're going to be in your opposite position because you would have switched around. If you're struggling to get like the full spin on the 180 and you can't get it all the way around, a great thing for these is trying to land like front heavy on your wheels and turn the rest of the board round. So you don't even need to be able to spin at all to pull off a 180 like this. I do this all the time when I'm like doing them up curbs and stuff. So you just ollie straight, and then as you're coming down, you're just going to put your weight onto the front of the board, land on the front wheels and spin it round. But obviously you do it in one like quick motion. You're not going to be stalled there in a nose manual. The second your front wheels touch the ground, you're bringing the rest of the board round to follow. And it actually works really well. I use these 180s quite a lot. I think that's about it, to be honest. There's not too many tips I need to give you for these. It's just remember to use your whole body to give you that spin, especially your hips. I think hips are a really important one that a lot of people forget to turn when they're spinning. They like keep their top half of the body straight and then the legs go, or the other way around. The legs go and the body stays. So remember your hips are going to help follow that round. 180s are a really important trick. They're like the base of a lot of stuff. Just like the ollies are, I said loads of tricks start with an ollie. There's a load of tricks that start with a 180 too. So it's an important one to get into your trick bag. I was gonna make this tutorial for both 180s. I was gonna do just a 180 tutorial, but the backside one's quite different. So I'm gonna do that probably next week. So I'll see you guys next week then. Peace out, stay safe.